So, as an independent distributor, Jim and I have been looking for 3.5 years, to find a faucet, number one, with a quality we could stand behind, and number two, that wasn't sold on the internet. We could find a lot of quality faucets, but this is the first company that signed a contract with us that they wouldn't sell on the internet. The first thing you'll notice, the head is, so it gives you, in addition to having some different finishes, it gives you another weight in there. Yeah. Now this has the weight. You're getting ahead of my presentation. You're going to throw me all off. This is the brush nickel. They come in brush nickel and all rubber bronze. You can mount this in any direction, just like the other one. Okay. On, off, cold, hot. Now you do have to mount this to the front if you've got a backsplash issue. One of the advantages is if you let go, it goes back. The disadvantage is if you're rinsing the sink, you have to keep pulling it down or hold it with the other hand. I told you the weight, you can only use half. You can see that this doesn't go as far down because half of the hose is down there weighting the other side of the weight. The other thing is it can, I don't want to bang it on here, but if you can't get the plumbing, if there is something underneath there, you do have to have a clear space for it to work. But it's still, it's still a nice heavy faucet. It's not
cheapy.
Now this one is about 2 inches taller than the Cascade. This one is the same height as the Cascade. Now these read a little smaller because the pipe's a little smaller. Okay. This has the same advantages. This one has got a little seashell shape to it. Okay. The finishes do match. The oil rub bronze is notorious for having 3 different colors on it. Okay. It's a great faucet.
It'll come in both nickel and oil rub bronze.
Right. Both of these come in both finishes.
They come in chrome yet? No.
If you buy a pallet, we just nobody buys one. What this is this, when you put the grass, you tighten it up, and the screws in here, the screws keep falling off, so I think you then put once you tighten this as tight as you can get it, you screw the screw, that puts back pressure on it, so it locks it in.
Like an Allen.
Yeah. No, it's
a Phillips little hand driver goes in there. Those are easier to install than those.
These are much easier to install. The plates that are shown on there are completely optional. Okay, that's just to cover a 3-hole if you ever drop in.
This guy's showing too. He's got his hand. That's a big seller. It's our cost of
the one complaint we've heard about the Shasta is the head is so heavy. And you can feel it's a nice heavy faucet, not pull out the head. So if you have a lady who likes a lighter faucet, this is a great option.
I wonder why they went with the stainless steel.
I've asked them, and I can't get a response. Now, I will tell you, Eclipse had a problem with a metal hose because it wasn't flexible enough, it broke. This one is really flexible. Much more flexible than the other one. So this gives you a nice option if somebody wants a lighter. Okay, we stock is primarily, if somebody comes in and says, I'm doing granite to sell my house, give me something cheap, here it is. Okay, not very sexy, but it gets the job.
It's funny watching people too, they always start off like, well, what are they? You tell them the prices, and then they'll start off playing with a little cheaper one, and then next thing you know, they're all the way up to this one going, no, this one's just a little more, this is just a little more. Next thing you know, they're like, well, we'll take that one.
This Deerfield also has that seashell shape to the edge, as does this one. Okay, both of these have this kind of seashell shape to them. But you see, this is a nice heavy faucet. This is the only one we have in chrome, and it's because price point. Okay, but it's still a nice heavy faucet. It's not one of those $12 faucets you get from the big box
stores.
stores.
Pretty good.
the warranty on that. That's a lifetime warranty as well. You can,
So if these people call us 6 months later and go, hey, my faucet's jacked up, you just give them their phone number?
there's two different things you can do.
Yeah.
With Freendo, you can have them call the manufacturer. I've had them a year ago January, so a year and a quarter. I've had 2 calls, one with the guy who installed it wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, you can call the 800 number or you can call me, either way. But anytime you have an issue on any of my products, if you email me the name, address, phone number, what they bought, and when they bought it, you're out of it. You're done.
Okay. Do we have?
Simple enough.
That's,
Yeah, I like that.
Go and do what's required. Now, we have found that as often as not, the plumber screwed it up in the first place.
right.
The biggest issue with a faucet, you guys go in there and you take out the countertop and you take out the sink and you rattle the pipes and you loosen all the...
Yep, the jump. I was just gonna say that. And then shit gets caught in these top heads. All I gotta do is let's do this.
If they don't flush that before they hook it up, it gets caught in the cartridge. Now, the cartridge is the thing that's hot and cold, turns it on and off.
Here, it's screwed.
So then you have a little bit of...
If you're lucky.
No, it just leaks, so it will drip or leak. Now, the cartridge, I can change a cartridge about a minute and a half. We sent out a cartridge, we sent out instructions. There's instructions on our blog. There's also a phone number. When we send it out, there's a phone number. If they have a problem, they can call Jim. Jim will talk them through how to change it. Occasionally they'll do it. I had a new customer and I ran out. They had the faucet was leaking all over the place. And I ran out and I took off the head and there was sawdust in it.
Oh.
What happened was they had remodeled the kitchen and you know if you did the valves in the back were pointing up.
Sure.
Well, as they remodeled, it full of sawdust. And what he did was just put and blew it all into the faucet.
Pretty nice stuff.